Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Cancer, for your meditative session, you guys got Starfish Spirit open to infinite possibility, number 59, making a 14. I really think that this is like, I was getting like root, right, with this in the middle. I kept seeing like the root chakra, and I'm wondering for you guys if like, what is like the root chakra? It's about like your safety, right? It's about like your security. And if it's imbalanced, it says that it like can emanate in anxiety and being fearful. So I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting for you guys right now. It's like, are you guys at a state where you're comfortable with whatever happens or comes your way because you feel safe and secure within yourself? Or are you in a place of fear and anxiety because you're anxious about whatever's happening next? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like things are going to happen every single day, like that we're not aware of. And it's really imperative that you get the root. I mean, it's the first chakra, right? I mean, I don't actually know if they go in a number order, but like, of course I'd put a number on a chakra. Like, that's so messed up. Sorry. I mean, the root chakra is at the base, right? It's at the core of you. And I feel like it's reminding me kind of like a tree, right? It's like if the roots are not stable, the tree will fall, right? So it's like you can work on all your other chakras, but like if the base isn't right, the whole tree will, fall. Or like, if there's root rot or something like going on with the roots, the whole thing will like collapse or die, right? Everything kind of starts here. So that's what I'm thinking of for you guys. There's something here about fear, there's something here about anxiety, and it has to do with like your security, your safety, and I think it has a lot, like, again, it's like manifesting in fear and anxiety, but it's because there's an imbalance within the root, right? So yeah, Cancer, I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's like something to do with like the infinite possibilities, right? Like maybe they seem like too vast, right? Like there's too many. Like, I don't think you like the fact that there's so many possibilities. I think you rather like have a clear answer instead of like having, like, I think Leo is getting something like this too. It's like if you have so many options, where you'd rather kind of have like one or two, because at least you can make a decision easier. Whereas like if like everything's open to you, it's like you don't know which one you're gonna pick, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, I think there's a lot of fear here. So yeah, Cancer, I think that this is like definitely a message to work on your root, right? Like this is like important, right? You should know that like your external it's not what should make your internal comfortable. Your external can change at any moment. It's you have to be stable within so that anything that comes your way, you can always go back to yourself, right? Like, oh, like this happened, but I can go back to myself and feel secure, right? Like, again, I know there's a lot of things going on in the world that can make people feel like scared. And again, maybe you've like had something happen to you where, you're suffering right now. But I feel like the ultimate thing is to always remain, like, going back to yourself is the most reliable place to go when like there is something going on that's like hard. It's like going back to you, like you like you are your safety, right? The security is within you, right? So yeah, Cancer, let's pull some cards and see what we got. So Cancer, it's crazy because this whole time I've been like working really hard to decipher this message, and I'm like, this message still doesn't make any sense to me. Like there's like of course it makes perfect sense, but it's like there's something wrong with this reading. Like I can't start. Like every time I start I stop, and it's like I think I finally figured out like what it is. I don't think this is Cancer. Like I don't know why, but I don't think this is you. I think this is someone connected to you, right? And that's why, again, every time I try to start and I keep stopping and I'm like getting through it and I stop, it's like there's something wrong. Like there's something here that doesn't match. And then I go and like start again and it's still wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's just something wrong. So I'm like clarifying more and more and more. And then I'm like, okay, what is it? And again, I feel like I finally figured it out. It's like, this isn't you. I don't think this is you. Yeah, this is not you. So I was getting like a pain in my head, like trying to figure it out. Like not a headache, just like a pain, like a pulse in my head. Like it was weird. And then like as soon as I was like, well, oh, this isn't Cancer, it went away. So it's like, yeah, this is not Cancer's energy. I don't know. This is someone connected to Cancer. So I feel like this person has, it's like they go through bouts, right, of like energy, where I feel like here they're getting like, it's hard for them on the 3D, right? And then they go through a period of kind of like getting back to normal. And then it's like they're challenged by the 3D again, right? And then there's like at the end of this going back to normal or going back to love. So we have like this, I don't know what's called like dichotomy, but it's like, yeah, there's like two energies in this read and they're like very strong. And it's funny because we have like two 12s in this read, right? One is like the hero or the ego, or the personality, and here's like love, right? 12 and 12. And it's like, I feel like this person has like a decision to make based off like these two things, right? It's like the choice card with these two afterwards. So it's like, what is the choice for this person? I feel like this is the choice that they have to kind of like make their minds up about. And I feel like at the bottom of this deck, we have the Devil, right? So I feel like it's very, again, we go from like a really beautiful energy to like a really hard one. So I feel like that's the struggle that this person is going through right now. And if you're this person or like whoever this person is, I think it has a lot to do with the root chakra. Again, I'm getting like the root, the core, right? Like I think that would really help if you did like a meditation on it or something, like to help with the root, because that is like, I think that would help. I don't know why, like I don't know what's going on. Like again, there's a challenge for this person. That's what I'm seeing, a challenge. So yeah, it's like this person is like, they're asking for help, right? They're asking for help. And I feel like like there's, I don't know if it's like temptation, but it's like there's something here that like they go back and forth, right? Or like they get, again, like a lot of this like conflict energy, right? With these fives, you have, this person has 3 5s coming out, right? Like 5 5 5, 2 5 of cups upright. So it's like indicating to me that this person is struggling, right? Like, and it's like there's this like back and forth, right? And again, I think this person has to make some sort of decision, right? With the choice card, I really just don't feel like this is Cancer. It's crazy though, like who is this? And like, why am I not getting Cancer? I kind of just want to like redo the whole thing because it's like, I'm here for Cancer, but I guess it's like really important for this person to hear. Maybe they're cross-watching for Cancer. But yeah, like you have to work on your root, right? Like that's what's going to help you with this, whatever decision you're trying to make, right? And I feel like it's a decision. They're already saying that you have the wisdom, right? What is wisdom? It's knowledge, right? And what is knowledge? I feel like it has less to do with experience, right? Like, yeah, you can always like get things from a book, but at the same time, I feel like it's also a little bit about experience, right? And also like, I feel like a reflective energy here with the cloak, it's reminding me of the Hermit. So I feel like there's been a lot of time where you've like reflected and learned, right? And you've learned a lot of valuable things. So it's like whatever decision you're making, or whenever this conflict comes up between like this and that, whatever it is, like I'm getting like love versus the ego, right? Of course, like we want to choose love, right? Like that seems like the clear answer, but for some reason there's a conflict within you, right? And which one, like where you're going and like which way you're, like what you're choosing, right? And I feel like they're trying to guide you, right? Because I feel like they're trying to say like there's one that's like metaphysical and there's one that's like 3D, right? And it's like, again, it's like one that you can't really see, but you can feel, and one that you cannot, like one that is like present in the 3D. So you can see it, you can taste it, you could smell it. But again, it's like the 3D one is chaining you. Whereas this one, even though I feel like this one is like a little bit like you don't understand it, it's like it's there, right? Like you see how the fish are there? I feel like it's kind of like the divine. Like you see how the light rays are there? It's like it's there. It's just harder to conceptualize. It's harder to see. Whereas like here, it's like it's easier to see. Like the fruit is in front of your face, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's like the better thing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. That's what I'm saying. It's like same thing with like the personality or the ego versus like love, right? It's like whatever the choice is, right? Between like choosing to like get help and choosing not to, choosing to feel free versus constrained, like choosing like a choice based off ego and fear versus like love, right? It's like I feel like you're going to like triumph at the end, right? Because at the end of this reading, I feel like this is love, right? It's like you chose love. Like I'm telling you what you're choosing, right? Like I feel like you don't even know what you're going to choose, and I'm telling you you're going to choose love, right? And I feel like it ends this very like harsh cycle for you. And you guys got 3 10s. So it's just signifying an ending, right? We have the 10 here, the 10 of cups. We have the 10 of coin. We have the 10 of swords in reverse. We literally, do we have every single 10? We're missing the 10 of wand, but I mean, we basically do. So yeah, I mean, we have a lot of 10s. So this signifies an ending for you guys. And I feel like it's once you decide to choose love, or if this is like your soul versus your personality, again, for everyone, it's going to be different, but it's like the choice is yours. The only one that can make it is you. And again, even though one might be a little bit harder to see or conceptualize or to understand, it doesn't make it any less real, right? That's what I want to say. It's like a feeling is just as real to me. I feel like, again, like there's this quiz. I don't know if you guys have ever taken that personality quiz, and I know they give you like a personality. I think it's like 16 personalities, and it's like thinking versus feeling. Like it's a really important part of the quiz, right? It's like there's like 4 main parts to the quiz. By the way, this is like a 300 or like 500 question quiz. So if you're like looking for like a 10 question quiz, it's like really, really long. But basically it's like this person here, it's like thinking versus feeling. It's like they don't put as much validity in feeling as they should, right? And I feel like a lot of people in the world don't, right? A feeling like to some people means nothing, or like feeling something doesn't, it doesn't make it true, or doesn't, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like the opposite. I mean, if you saw I think I got like an 80% feel, 20% think or something, whatever. Like, I literally got like, like it was like a little even concerning for me. I was like, wow, I didn't expect my feeling to be that high, but I was happy about it because it's like, I feel, right? And I like validate feelings, and I think feelings are real. And I think that's kind of what this is. It's like the temptation here is to go based off a logical thing, right? Instead of like actual feeling. And I feel like that's what it is. It's like you have to validate your own feelings. That's what this is. It's like validate how you feel, right? You don't validate it because I feel like there's something with your root, right? Where you feel like it's not, important, or it's not real because it's a feeling. And that's what you need to do. It's like validate how you feel, right? It's like they're here to help you too. It's like you won't fail, right? I feel like there's something here about you failing. Is something here about like if you're trying to like approach Cancer, if that's what this is, then it's also like they're giving you this energy, like this 5 of Cups again. It's like this energy that you've been in, this isn't like a pleasant energy, right? And it's like you trust this feeling of like sadness more than you trust the feeling of love, right? It's like maybe love put you into like the sadness, but it's like they were both real, right? Like just as you can feel very sad, you can feel very happy, right? It's like you trust more sadness now than like the opposite. I don't know why we have so much like, oh, like this or that in this reading, but that's like exactly what I'm feeling. It's like you trust the sadness more than you trust the love, right? And that's like the temptation, right? That's like something that the ego is trying to tell you that's right when it's not. Or your personality versus like your soul, right? It's like your soul is telling you to choose love and your personality is telling you to like remain in this energy. But like, look at this energy. This energy is not like pleasant, right? And I feel like they're giving you everything you need here. This is like confirmation for some of you. They're giving you the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords on the Lovers, right? So not only is this an ending, but it's also a very beautiful brand new beginning, right? And I feel like it has nothing to do, again, we have to embrace the ego. The ego is a part of us. It's our personality. It doesn't go away. But at the same time, it doesn't have to like take over. Or it's like, what it's like, it's reminding me of Gollum and Sméagol in The Lord of the Rings. It's like, you can like, do you know what I'm saying? It's both of them are very real. Like, to me, I think they're both very real. It's just like, which one do you choose to embrace at that time, right? Like, there's not, like, again, like, that's what I feel like. It's like, they're both real. It's just like, which one are you going to choose to like listen to at this time? And I feel like they're trying to tell you like, it puts an end to this and it also starts something really beautiful. And again, I see you like with the choice that you make, with it being open and receptive to love and choosing love. And I feel like it's an end of like pain and suffering, right? An end of betrayal. And I think it shows like that you're able to kind of understand that. With the Seven of Coins, it's like the reward for doing this will come for you, right? Like the reward is already, like they've already spoken about it, right? And I feel like it's kind of going to put you back into this like childlike state, right? With the Page of Cups. The Page is someone who's like very young. The Page is someone who's like kind of like naive, but it's also a very beautiful energy because the Page is able to kind of like work from the heart, work from the soul, work from love, right? So yeah, it's like I feel like this is you once you work on your root, right? I feel like your ego is telling you like to kind of walk away from something, and I feel like your heart is telling you to go towards something. And I feel like, again, it's like a struggle for you because your ego will have a lot to lose. If like your ego is telling you like, oh, like you can't do that, but like that's not the case. Again, like the ego is your personality, right? The ego is a part of you. So like, even though I feel like the ego is like kind of controlling you at this point, in this moment, at this like point in time, it's gonna pass. It's not like gonna be forever. It's just for right now, right? Like I see you moving through this energy and choosing like the soul, right? Love. But if that's the energy that you're combating now, it's like fight it, right? It's like it's going to all be cleared up, right? And like you will not remain in this energy anymore. You're gonna choose to, I know, like I feel like your choice is gonna be this. I feel like you've been given this option before too. I feel like this isn't the first time you've been given this option. Like this is like, I think that's why it's a little scary. I think like you've been given this choice a lot, like many times before, and you've chosen this. So it's like you're kind of scared also. But again, it's the root. Like work on the root. Cancers, like cross watcher, work on the root. The root is like the cause of like this imbalance. Start at like the root. So yeah, Cancers, cross watcher, I really feel like this is a brand new beginning for you again. It's like a scary thing. It's like this one's so strong. That's why I feel like this is so strong for you. But you know what they say, like I think you're like, oh, like now I'm getting told like, you know, like this part of me is strong and that must be really bad. No, it's not that. It's like they say like if you have a lot of light in you, you also have the same amount of like ego, right? Like just because like imagine like you being the happiest person on earth, right? Like let's just say the most positive, like happiest person on earth. That person like people see it as like the opposite, like oh, that person's shadow must be very like small. No, the person has like the equal amount of shadow. It's the energy they choose to work in, right? So you can look at it that way. Like don't look at it as like this part of me is so strong. Like I'm telling you that because it is strong, and that's why you're feeling this conflict, and that's why you're like fighting hard right now. But at the same time, the light is the same amount of strong, if not stronger. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's here, and it is what you choose. So like again, I feel like maybe in one timeline you didn't choose it. Like maybe in the past you didn't choose it, but now it's like it's the chance to choose it, right? They're giving you the option for the brand new beginning. Again, you have everything you need to like do this the right way. There's no right or wrong. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like the way that I feel like your soul is guiding you to do it. So yeah, Cancer's cross-watcher, I'm not going to pull a Divine Feminine. I'm going to tell you right now to go Google a root chakra video. I'm going to put it up, post the link in the description box for it. If you don't like it, pick another one, but definitely do one thing for it, like work on it. And I feel like it's going to help you so much in this decision and this life that you're going to decide to choose, right? So yeah, Cancer's cross-watcher. I love you guys. I hope this resonates with you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.